Well, great afternoon, my lovelies. This is your girl, Just Lovely. I am coming on today to, I guess, pay homage to one of my favorite actresses, Miss Diahann Carroll. So here we go. I am so saddened by the news, guys. Miss Diahann Carroll, born Carroll Diane Johnson, July 17, 1935, and she passed away today, October the 4th, 2019. She was an American actress, singer, and model. She rose to stardom in performances in some of the earliest major studio films to feature black casts, including Carmen Jones in 1954, Porgy and Bess in 1959, and in 1962, she won a Tony Award for Best Actress, a first for black women. Her role was in the Broadway musical No Strings. In her 1968 debut in Julia, the first series on American TV to star a black woman in a non stereotypic role, was a milestone in both her career and the medium. In 1980, she played a mixed race diva in the primetime soap opera Dynasty. Yes, Miss Dominique Devereaux. With Dynasty in its fourth season, Diahann Carroll saw the success of primetime soap operas and then noted that while they had covered many issues like rape and homosexuality, they had not yet tackled racial integration. She said at that time, I wanted to be the first black bitch on TV. Carroll had her manager reach out to the Dynasty's producer, Aaron Spelling, but there was no response before she and Spelling ran into each other soon after that. Barbra Streisand had asked Carroll to sing a song from Yeti at the Golden Globes Awards. After the ceremony, Carroll and Spelling found themselves at the same nightclub. He said when Diahann Carroll came in, and I looked at her, and at that moment I said, "Oh my God, she's Dynasty." if it was not if it was not me, let it be someone. Because at that time, Spelling said, we virtually closed the deal that night after having a few drinks at the bar. So she joined the cast and made Diahann Carroll one of the first black actresses with a continuing role on a nighttime series at that time. And Dominique was the first prominent featured African American character on a primetime soap opera. Carroll said, I certainly wasn't reaching the numbers of black on TV, but how could you fall to see if there wasn't none? Apparently, the final two episodes of the fourth season, Carroll's estimated salary was $35,000 an episode, and she was contracted for at least 17 of the 29 seasons. Shapiro said, we wanted a part where a black could be on the same social and economic level as the other characters. The one thing we wouldn't do is put this black woman as a victim, she added. Our intention was to play the character in 1984 with the emphasis on a character, not color. So yes, y'all, she was the first black bitch on TV, baby. Yes. And last but not least, one of my other favorite roles that I remember seeing her in was playing a character called June Ellington. I'm sorry. June Ellington was a character that she played on the USA sitcom White Collar. White Collar was one of those TV shows that I really loved because It included a whole lot of characters that I hadn't seen on the screen in a while at that time. The main character was a guy called Neil Caffrey, who was a con artist. And he met June in a thrift store. And she actually offered him room and board in her luxurious home that she stayed in throughout the series. She became both a trusted friend and she also had an intricate part in some of the cases. So that was a good thing. I loved seeing her on screen. She had a lot of singing parts on this show, and we know how we love Diane's singing voice. So I think for the rest of the day, what I'll be doing is I will go on some streaming network and I will be looking for White Collar because I wouldn't mind going through those and, spotting out my favorite girl. I wanted to share this with you all because as you can see, Diane's her TV stardom or her career span from 1954 all the way up to 2014, and she did partake in a whole lot of firsts for us Black American females. So that is white girl magic in itself. So I leave you all with all this information on Miss Diahann Carroll. Won't you rest in peace? And I do offer my condolences to the friends and family. Thank you so much, lovelies, for clicking on this video. And if you don't mind, go ahead and give me a like. Go ahead and subscribe. And thank you again for watching. Have a great rest of your day.